Oh my goodness. Bad news on AMD. I've noticed this last week, but it looks like it's not breaking that resistant top. So now I've seen death cross and head and shoulder pattern on AMD. In this video, I want to show you 4 key charts pattern to help you decide what to do next. And in my final thoughts, I'll share with you what I am doing as well. Hello, welcome back to Family Investment. My name is Alex Ko and I am a super AMD bull. Love the business. Lisa Su CEO is great. Very bullish long-term forecast and the roadmap of the stock itself. However, sometimes we do need to pay attention to the technical charts because now the technical charts is obvious that we're seeing really bearish pattern and we cannot ignore them. As investors, we need to be open-minded. We need to look at the fundamentals, which is solid. Okay, I've released videos after videos after videos on how solid the fundamentals, earnings on earnings, 2021 and booming towards 2025. But the patterns on the charts are not looking good. So warning for the fainted heart. Don't fall over. In the final thoughts, I'll give you some positive feedback view on what I am doing because I'm still bullish, but for the time being, I think it's breaking trend. So for the first chart I want to show you is the death cross. Okay, this is the chart. As you can see, it's a 50-day moving average and a 200-day moving average. This death cross occurs when a 200-day moving average touches the 50-day. Okay, so this shows that the 200-day moving average is catching down and it's showing no more increasing and it starts to decline. And every time that happens, okay, it's almost 6 to 7 out of 10, you will see a decline. Okay, you've seen in many stocks, Salesforce is another one as well. So this is happening, death cross is coming down, it's showing us a gradual decline. Okay, but then it's still hovering, it's still clinging on that 77.5 support line. But then that's the first point. How long can the support flow last on this death cross saga? And the second one, the head and shoulder. Okay, anyone sees the head and shoulders, what do? You run for the hills. You sell. You run for the hills. I mean, head and shoulders, 8 out of 10 times it works. And head and shoulders, there are a few rules that you need to apply. Some people apply too quickly, you know. They apply on like a 30-day, like 30 candlesticks. But that's normally, the rule of thumb is 100 to 150 days candlesticks. Okay, it's like 150 days worth of data. So that applies. And then it looks like the momentum up on the breakaway before, showing great trend of great bull run, but then it's starting to stagnate, it's starting to flatten out. So this one is me plotting using the indicator on IG.com, and this is not me trying to draw charts. This is basically the automatic head and shoulder indicator where you pick points, and I've picked 2 points, and it shows that the later triangle, later shoulder is a bit extended, a bit of resistance there, but it's still a prominent. And on the neckline, again, 77.5. That's where the support, that's where it's supposed to break down. As you can see, about a couple of days ago, it's starting to break down. But because of the news of the $4 billion buybacks pushing up, I waited about 3 days to see what happens, and I noticed that it's starting to stagnate out. Okay, the candles are starting to rotate. It looks like a morning star is showing. It looks like it's on a downward trend again. Okay, so I was hoping, I was being so stubborn thinking that 4 billion, great earnings, so push it back up, like ignore the head and shoulders. That's what I've been thinking. But no, even all the fundamentals, great news is not happening. Investors are fearful, they are running away. Despite the fact that Nvidia is shooting all the way up after the 4-to-1 stock split, still SMH are shooting up, but still AMD is stagnant. It looks like it's ready to break. With the star today, it looks like it's gonna be a bad news, and 77.5 might not last any longer. It's a chart on gaps to fill because there was a breakout earlier before September. There was a breakout on the news of the merger, and now it shoots all the way up, everything looking good, earnings, and now there's gaps to fill. Okay, that's what people call, when someone say the gaps to fill when it's on its way down, is filling all the gaps. So potentially we're looking at a huge gap between $59 to about 74 bucks per share. Huge gap to fill. So what we're saying is, if they do crack that 77.5, which it looks like it's likely after this morning start, it should be coming the way down, filling that gap. So we should be seeing hovering between that zone. How big, how small, we don't know. But this is quite a scary one. After 2 bad charts and gaps to fill, this is like the 3rd one in the saga, thinking, man, it's 3 out of 3 that is going to strike out here. But AMD has got strong fundamentals. So if you're a fundamentalist investor, you're a long-term investor, you go, I don't care, I'm buying a dip as we go along. You know, if you're optimistic, you're trendist, you're chartist, then you notice that, wait, it's a no-brainer, you should sell this. I mean, every indicator points it southwards. So it's something that I want to share very transparently, very honest with you, okay, for the short-term basis, by the way. Okay, now I'm showing my fourth chart. Okay, the fourth chart is me trying to draw a wedge. Okay, we call this the falling wedge. Okay, falling wedge, you see a stock starting to drain down, okay, with the top trends as you go along. Falling wedge starting to drop down, and what happens after falling wedge over a period? It goes at a certain point and then it bounces back up. So this is what I'm seeing. Potentially investors trying to push it all the way down, paying attention to other stocks, taking profit out of it, and then eventually when they hit coincides with the Q3 earning, Q2 earning, then potentially it might bounce back up again. So this is where we are. So just look at the wedge. The wedge is coming down all the way to $68, round about till October, you know, beginning or end of October. That's where we're coming from. It coincides with the earnings. Maybe the earnings will trigger it. Maybe more news about Xilinx merger. They're just waiting for that to trigger. Hopefully that comes around. We need news for the wedge to activate and to bounce back up. So it looks like on the term between now till October, we'll be seeing it going up to 80 and then come back down again, up and down. But as it comes down each time, it comes lower and lower. That's what a falling wedge is for. It comes lower and lower, and hopefully we get some good news, get some good earnings, good, more fundamental, solid ground. Boom, semiconductor issues are over, and then it rebounds up to all-time high. If the wedge comes in, we will try the all-time high at the round about $90 to $100 mark, and who knows, it might break away. But this is where we are. So these are the four charts that I've shown you. Alright, so what's my thoughts? What's my final thoughts? Alex, you've got a huge amount of AMD invested. Yes, I do. I've been buying them on the dip, and will I still be buying them, or will I be selling? If you think these four indicators are showing that it's falling, Alex, why don't you sell out? For me, you know, I'm sticking with my fundamentals, and I cannot time the market. I still believe in keeping my money in the market, and trust me, 8 out of 10 times I fail when I try to buy high and I sell low. I'm still in profit. If I sell now at 80 and take profit and try to aim it for low, it might be difficult. But for me, instead of being fear of missing out, I've introduced a new word here. It's called FOMAS, F-O-M-M-A-S. After years of learning, I'm fear of missing millionaire astounding stock. Sound a bit cheesy. I tried. So where I'm going is for the last decade of my investing, my fear is not missing out. My fear is missing out that stock, trying to sell out too soon and then miss the jump to the millionaire saga. I've missed Netflix, okay. I've missed Apple, I've missed Shopify. I've missed Take-Two. I've missed a lot of stocks because I think that I want to sell high and then buy it lower based on charts. And each and every time I fail, I cannot keep up. So all I'm focusing on is volume, the big V. That's where I'm coming from. I rather own huge volume of the stock and average dollar cost them down, and owning volume and owning them long term for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Those are the ways that you can actually see your money double, triple, 10x, 20x, 30x, 40x. So I believe in AMD's journey. I still think I can see them $400 stock within now to the 2030. So this is where I'm convicted. I'm buying. I'm not going to just mess about, because end of the day, for me, I'm going to spend 20% effort to get 80% gain. It's just Pareto's 80-20 rule. I'm not going to be bothered trying to find the optimized average. So this is me. I'm just being stubborn because I want to spend my time reading, discovering, enjoying the journey rather than trying to buy on the lower dip. So this is me. I just want to share this with you guys. You make a decision where you want to go, because I believe in volume. Fundamentals are strong with AMD, no doubt about it. The CEO is strong. Where we are with the 5G, Internet of Things, self-driving car, everything around us, blockchain technology, AMD plays a huge vital role in the disruptive technology. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. Hope to see you more in future. Go AMD.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see future videos, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell button. Bingo! More videos. Bye!